The Wraith slash Omega drone. I've done a little bit of work to this. The Wraith drone, I actually crashed and broke an arm and did a transplant. Basically, the transplant was easier than I thought it'd be because all I had to do was put legs and props on this and it was ready to go. I'm able to use the same transmitter, same controller from the Wraith to the Omega, which is his Omega shell, and I've sped that up considerably for you just because my head mount I've altered and it's a little bit heavier, so as I'm walking you're getting bouncing, but we're pretty much stationary here. Look at it. It's a very stable flyer. It's not extremely fast, but it works. It is 7.4, the battery that came in it. I do suggest you put a 1200 mAh, not the stock one, which I believe is maybe, I don't know, I think it's like a 600 to 800, which doesn't give you much flight time. A 1200 mAh will give you good flight time, and as you can see, it's able to do light funnels. They're not extremely fast or anything, and we are flying in snow here. Should I be flying in snow? It's debatable. I've had success flying in snow where the propellers are moving constantly and it's pushing the snow away from the drone itself, and snow actually never builds up on the drone. If you're dealing with a wet, slushy snow, I don't suggest you flying in it, because wet, slushy snow basically dictates that you're right around the freezing point, and if the temperature goes up a little bit more, you're going to have really wet, and the possibility of stuff melting on your drone and getting into your board or getting into your motors is great. If you're dealing with complete freezing temperatures and you're constantly moving, you're not letting this sit in one spot, you should be just fine flying in snow. And again, this is the Omega shell, Omega board, Omega motors. The propellers and legs are Wraith. I took them off my Wraith that I crashed and I put them on this because I got this as a replacement body, and I was fortunate that the body had everything built into it, so I didn't have to transfer the board and I didn't have to transfer motors. Although if I did have to, it's very easy. I did show the inside of this. I did a complete teardown of the broken one to show the inside, show how easy it is to change motors, and I also did a controller mod. I ran a wire from, actually a double wire, from the antenna up and out of the fake plastic nub, which had nothing in it, the antenna, and I ran the wires up so it's an actual antenna, and I kind of wide them out so it's kind of like a TV antenna, and I'm getting decent range here. I'm not going to push the limit here because actually I'm getting snow in my eyes. You can see it's kind of blowing directly at me at that slant, so I'm also not even going to have this out long because I'm having a hard time seeing here just because of the direction it's coming in, the direction I'm standing. But this was just to test it. It was to test to make sure the controller for the Wraith worked for the Omega. As you see, it does, and to make sure everything I did, which was basically a propeller and landing gear swap, held and that the drone will fly, and it does fly, and it flies well. I will be doing a range test on my antenna mod because I want to see how well it went, but for now I am happy with this. I haven't flown the Wraith, which now it's a Omega Wraith, since the summer, since I broke its arm, so pretty cool to be flying it. I like it, and here's the landing for you. I'm J Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Have a wonderful day.